The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus said to his disciples, I have come to set the earth on fire, and how I wish it were already blazing. There is a baptism with which I must be baptized, and how great is my anguish until it is accomplished. Do you think that I have come to establish peace on earth? No, I tell you, but rather division. From now on, a household of 5 will be divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. A father will be divided against his son, and a son against his father. A mother against her daughter, and a daughter against her mother. A mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Deep within everyone's heart is a sense of adventure. And we all desire an adventure, and following Jesus is the greatest adventure one can embark on, right? And it is not a safe journey. Like, following Jesus is not safe, right? And following Jesus at a half distance, like halfway following Jesus, is probably the unsafest place of all. He's an all or nothing guy, you know? And we see that today, like, man, have I come to establish peace? No, I tell you, peace, but division, right? I've come to set a father against his mother, or a father against his son, a son against his mother, on down the line. Jesus, he's like fired up, right? So I don't know if we take his words exactly literally, though the cost of discipleship does pin us against anyone, doesn't pin us against people who aren't following Christ, but it's like, I'm all in, right? And I'm all in and nothing gets in my way, even the opposition of those whom I love. Discipleship is an all-in adventure. It's all or nothing. And the beauty of that is that that's what our hearts are created for. Right, we're created to follow Christ. We're created to give ourselves for a cause that's greater than ourselves. That's the desire of the human heart. There's no greater cause than following Christ and fulfilling the Father's will. All right, we hear it today. We hear it in Jesus' voice. He's not, he preaches, but he also shows us how it's done. Like he's like full on following the Father's will. Like, and it's driving him to the cross. There is a baptism with which I want to be baptized, and how great is my anguish until it is fulfilled. This is what he's after, like crucifixion. There ain't nothing safe about crucifixion. There's nothing safe about following Christ. But that's what our hearts are made for. Full on following Jesus. Greatest adventure in life. All right, so I bring that to our attention because it's what we're created for. We're created for love. Love wants to give of itself fully for a cause that's greater than ourselves. When we nail that, we find happiness. We find fulfillment in this life, which leads ultimately to life everlasting. Just bring it up because you can sense the zeal in our Lord's voice today. What's he say? I have come to set the earth on fire, and how great is my anguish until it's burning. So we can sense it. We can sense it in his words that are to come here. So anyway, we want to keep that same fire stoked in our hearts. That fire of adventure that's all about full-on following Jesus, which is an adventure. It leads us wherever. It's what our hearts are made for. So may we not be afraid to go all in with Christ. That's the one prerequisite. No halfway following Jesus, all or nothing. Full-on following Jesus is what our hearts are made for.